I shared a very important message this morning about leading a life by design with my team. And I started with a story about how I remembered a time not that long ago where I was up late working one night, sitting at the kitchen table and feeling very tired. Not physically, necessarily, just tired emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And I know as a business owner, you can relate to that. I was doing all the things, running hard, chasing success, putting out fires. And yet I knew deep down that there was something off, something was missing. And for the first time in a while, I had to admit to myself that I just can't outwork this feeling, outwork this problem. And if you are a part of the Overachievers Club, like many business owners are, that is not a good feeling to have because we often feel like we can just outwork any fire, any situation, any problem, any stress in our life. And I was quickly reminded that this feeling I couldn't shake by just simply outworking it. And which is frustrating, right? When you're hitting milestones and you're checking boxes and you hit that revenue goal, but you don't look up for a long time. And not just literally, but what I had stopped doing was dreaming and really being present. I was solving. I was surviving. I was putting out fires, right? I was showing up for everyone else, but I had stopped asking myself, what is it that I want to do? Not just for others, right? But really for myself. And again, not what I just wanted to achieve, because I certainly have gotten in that vicious cycle over the years of just focusing on achievement, success, right? But really, what do I want to feel? Who do I want to become? And so that night, I didn't write just another to-do list that I do every day, right? That wasn't what I needed to do. That wasn't going to shake this feeling that I had. So what I did was I wrote a vision. And when I put that down on paper, man, it felt like I was placing an order with the universe. And suddenly, things really became clear for me. And slowly but surely, life really started to align with that vision that I set, that I had. So, why am I sharing this with you? That's because, first and foremost, I believe in going first, right? And because if I'm going to challenge you, like I'm going to do right now, to dream bigger, live bolder, and really lead differently with your team, then I need to model that for you first. And, I just believe in my heart that in everything in me that vision it's so contagious. When we speak it out loud, it gains just massive energy. And when we share it in platforms like this, or in rooms and with your team, with people in your life, it gains so much power. Now, is it vulnerable? Yes, right? Is it scary? Sure. But it's also so empowering. And that's what I want you to focus on. Because what's on my vision board isn't just what I want, right? And not just material things. Of course, that's like a given, right? But it's more about who it is that I want to become, and also who I want to bring with me. And that includes you. So, I'm going to share with you first, like I said, my vision board, what's on my vision board. And I actually shared my screen with my team and showed them my digital vision board. I can't do that with you now, but I'm going to tell you what's on there. First and foremost, the word worthy. Now, that word for me is really my foundation in everything that I am trying to build and building, right? It's my growth, it's my freedom, it's having more fun. It really first starts for me in believing that I am worthy of it. Right? I'm worthy of joy. I'm worthy of rest. That's a big one for me, right? That I'm worthy of that, and really worthy of showing up fully without, shrinking or dimming my light or over explaining why I want to do or be who I want to be, right? Another one, and someone on my team helped me create a book cover with my picture on it. Now, that book represents the one that I am destined, that I just know that I am meant to write. Not someday, but soon. I also have an image of me speaking on stage. I love pouring in to women, the med spa and wellness owners, right? And that isn't my ego. I really feel it's my calling, and I want to be in more rooms just like that, just rooms full of women ready to rise and not just to learn, right, but really to transform. I'm so excited and passionate to be on more stage. I also had a picture of this, like a digital head image. And that really represents me leaning into the future with AI and innovating in my company and evolving it, right? Not just really growing in leadership, but I'm growing in how I lead, like with curiosity, not with fear. And another phrase on there is multiplier of leaders. If you've been following me for a long time, you've heard me say that term a lot. And that I want to be a multiplier of leaders, right? Who build other multiplier of leaders. Like, I feel like I've kind of I've learned, I don't know if I've mastered, but I've gotten pretty good at being a multiplier of a leader myself, right? And now I'm trying to help others become that multiplier of leaders. And that's when I think the real power comes in. I also just have diamonds, as you can imagine, just everywhere, all over my vision board. And to me, that doesn't represent like actual like diamonds, but that represents my mission. I can see so clearly more diamond girls living out their own vision because we've given them the tools, the belief, and the confidence to do it. And when I say diamond girls, I'm not just talking about my employees. I'm talking about every woman that I touch. I'm talking about those that are clients. I'm talking about those that just opted in to get my free trainings and never spend a dime with me or work for me. That never, that just follow me online, that I meet at a conference. I want to help more women just live out their dreams and live the best life possible from the tools and the confidence that we give them here. I also had the picture of the book Vivid Vision. If you've never read this book, I highly recommend that you read it. And it's really the image is really a reminder of what I cast for Diamond Accelerator 2 years ago when I first read that book. And it just gets me so excited because we've already met and hit so many milestone after milestones on the Vivid Vision that I wrote 2 years ago. And we still have a little bit of work to do and more to claim in 2026. And I'm excited and committed to running down those last little bits that we haven't yet achieved that I casted 3 years ago. Another thing on my vision board is the word love and pictures of my family and my best friends, right? I want to adventure with them. I want to have fun with them. And to me, that love word means alignment. It means freedom. Success for me isn't just growth at this point, right? I don't need another fancy material thing. Right? I feel like I've checked those boxes. That's not what really like gets me out of bed in the morning. Sure, it's fun to get new shiny objects, right? But for me, success isn't just like those shiny objects, but it's stillness, it's fun, it's those moments that my breath is taken away because I am just in awe, right? Whether that's from my family, my friends, or seeing my clients win and grow, my team win and grow, like that to me is love and success and excitement. And the last picture is again me just like with my eyes closed, smiling and holding my hands up just in joy and awe and love and excitement and diamonds falling all around me. And again, that just represents like peace for me, joy, and the woman that I've been becoming for years now. And in 26, that she is here. So this board is, more than just images and ideas for me. It really is a declaration. It's who I'm becoming. It's what I'm calling in for myself, right? And it's why I'm inviting you to do the same because visions are contagious. And I hope what I'm sharing with you today, that you catch that wave of excitement and that it's contagious for you as well, right? Okay, so I didn't just stop at sharing it with my team or creating that board for myself. I shared it with my team as well. I gathered my Diamond Girls together and I walked them through every single image, every intention, every feeling that I wanted, right? Because I don't want to just like lead my team with tasks. Think about that, right? Just asking them to do, task, right? I want to lead them with vision. I want them to know where we're going and why it matters so much. And really, that's when you're going to see a shift, right? Not just in me and my vision for myself, but in your team as well, right? And that they when I shared it with them, they weren't just watching me like cast a vision, right? They were starting to see it for themselves and think about what it could look like for themselves as well. And we want to inspire that in our team. So here is your challenge, right? I want you to create first your own 2026 vision board. But don't stop there. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't dim your light. Remember, vision is contagious. So I want you to share it with your team. Let them see it. Let them feel it. Let them hear from your heart. Because when your team understands what you're building, not just in your business, but in your life and you as a woman, as a person, as a leader, right? They're going to show up differently for you. They're going to be more committed. They're going to be more connected. They're going to be inspired, right? And when they see you lead with clarity and conviction, they're going to start doing the same for themselves and for others around them. And that's the type of people you want to be around, right? I know that's the type of people that I want to be around. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought, which is that you don't build a life that you love by accident, right? This doesn't happen by accident. Living the best, fullest life possible doesn't happen by accident unless you're one of those lottery ticket winners, right? You have to build it by design. By design. You have to be intentional. You have to be purposeful to be able to live that big, bold life that you desire. So I want you to first cast that vision. What does that look like? Because that success, that feeling, that person that you want to become is personal to you. Not my dream, not someone else's dream, but what is your vision for yourself? And then you got to speak it out loud. Then you gotta go lead a team that's ready to do the same. And then, together you're gonna build it, you're gonna claim it, and eventually you are going to become it and you're gonna do it together. And that is so rewarding. So cast your vision for yourself and share it with your team. And I just can't wait to see where that takes you and leading a life by design.